video about your application forms and how to fill those out. Well, basically I decided to do a video on this because last year I didn't really think about my application forms, if that makes sense. I just sort of was like, oh, quick, apply. Some people say that they don't even read the personal statement and stuff, but I suppose how I see it is if they've got two people who are really, really good and they genuinely couldn't choose between them, and they've got the two here and then they read your personal statement on this one and this one, might help them decide, I don't know. Anyway, I'd say treat each school, so once you picked your schools, if you don't know how to pick your schools, watch the last video. Each one has a different application form. Some of them go through UCAS, and obviously your college will help you fill out your UCAS. I just say get it done quickly because some schools are like, oh, it doesn't matter, as long as it's in January 15. No, push them. Be like, excuse me, I need to be doing auditions. Please, can you do my UCAS first? So yeah, UCAS, just make sure that you've got it all done and sent it off as soon as you can, really, because you don't want anything to be holding you up with your auditions wise. Obviously just make sure that your UCAS personal statement is quite generic to everywhere you've applied through UCAS. Basically just saying about your passion for theatre and everything you've done and all that. The schools where you have to apply individually through their website, make it specific to really what they've asked you to say. Different schools have a different personal statement box. So for example, Arts Ed say, personal statement, this should focus on the reasons why you believe you are suitable for advanced specialist training for a career in the professional industry. There's basically all the specific reasons why you should be here. I think I just made it really to the point. Obviously I didn't use these words, but because I've done lots of shows, so I know what the job's going to be like. And then I've already got my grades and I've already done a diploma, so I've already got a stepping stone to the course. And then I'm a team player and I work really hard, and this is shown through this, and that's why I'm also really good for this industry. You just want to give them exactly what they want to hear. Mountain View say, tell us a bit about you and why you want to study at Mountain View. So that then was a completely different one. A bit about me, sort of similar to Arts Ed, but then they say specifically why you want to study at Mountain View. So just be honest. Also look on their website and see the things that they pride themselves on, and just say, oh, this is why I want to study here, because I've heard it's good for this. Or I put a little thing about my audition last year, which was true. I said it was one of my only auditions where I felt on the day they were really trying to teach you something rather than just audition you, and I feel that would reflect the actual training there. Just something really about their school, just be oh, this is why I want to come to your school. Also in the application form on the websites, all of them are different. I think Arts Ed literally ask you no questions, just your name and your address and a 200-word personal statement, that's it. Whereas Mountain View ask you previous shows that you've done, or music grades that you've got. I know the Erdang application form asks you the shows you've done and all the dance grades that you've got. So think about what you've already said in the application form that you don't then need to repeat in your personal statement, because especially the Erdang personal statement is 200 words and that's hardly anything. So you don't want to be repeating stuff that they've already read on your form, because it's just pointless. Last year I had my UCAS personal statement, and then when I went and applied to Arts Ed, it was oh, 200 words. I think I just chopped the first 200 words of my UCAS. What was I thinking? Anyway. Oh, your references. So not all of them ask for references. Obviously UCAS does, but I can't remember if anywhere else does. But if you work with someone, if your dance teacher is someone who's been in the industry, or if you've worked with the director and you can ask them for a reference, that's a good idea. Because if it's someone that they've heard of, it's silly, but they go, oh, we know that person. And I've had them say it to me before too. I've had the choreographers that I've worked with say, oh, where are you auditioning? Oh, Erdang, oh, I've worked there, I've taught classes there, make sure you mention my name. It does help. Like, they'll say, don't you, it's not what you know, it's who you know, and it's so true. If you have anyone that you actually know, if you can get into conversation, or if you can use them as a reference, definitely try and do that. So when you're sending off your applications, I know some people are like tactical about when they send it off. So my friend auditioned and she had, I don't know, like her 6 places that she was auditioning at, and she had them in order of like her favourite, like the ones she wanted to go to the most. And the ones that were lower down that list, she sent off those first, so that she got those audition dates through first. And then she sent the other ones that she really wanted to go to off later, so that she had those auditions after. So it was like she got the audition experience at the places that, you know, she wasn't necessarily so bothered about getting into because they weren't her favourite choices. I suppose that makes sense. I definitely say you get better as you audition, so you don't really want to do like your favourite school first, I'd say. I wasn't tactical about when I sent them off. I literally sent them all off at once, and then typically they all came back, and I had like 3 auditions on one day, and I was like, I can't be in 3 places at once, and I had to rearrange them all. Also, if you need to rearrange it, like just ask them if you can change it, because they will always say yeah, because it will be the same thing. Someone else can't do their day but could do your day, so then you just end up like swapping over. I did all my auditions in February half term, and because like they're all taking place in February half term, like everyone can't make this day or can't make that day, so don't fret about like maybe having to rearrange it, because I had to rearrange like 4 of mine. But yeah, that's about your application forms. I just say take the time to fill them out and treat each one completely individually. Read a bit about the school before you fill out the application form, and then if there's anything you feel like that you've read that they'd like to see in your application, then use it. But mainly just get across your passion, and personal statement wise, make sure it's not just a list of everything you've done, because anyone can do that. Talk about why it is you want to study musical theatre and why their school is going to help you do that. I think that's it. Any questions or anything, just comment on this thing. I will try and answer them as best I can. Bye. Oh no. Ready to rock.